Hi, I'm Steph from Hofkissed, and I just couldn't wait to show you the projects from March 2017 Paper Pumpkin Kit. It is called Bunny Buddies, and you got a total of 9 of these treat bags here, these fabric treat bags, and 9 little cards and envelopes, and I put one of each together. So this is one sample of the card, and here's a sample of the little bunny with the ears. He's just so cute, and I was really impressed how nicely the images stamp on the fabric bags. The best part of the bunny, if you think the front is cute, is this little back, this little bum, the little pom-pom tail. Just so cute. So I just couldn't wait to put these two together. You got so many different pieces in this kit. You're going to see I've already started cutting some up because you know how I operate. But you got these three of each of these three patterned cards. And then it came with envelopes. You got pom-poms, and they gave you a Stampin' Up gave you a lot of extra pieces this time, so you got more than enough pom-poms. 3 different colors of twine, super fun. 2 sheets of these little banner tags, more than enough, and tons of these self-adhering stickers for the ears. So these bigger ones were for the bags, and you got 2 of each pattern, and again it makes 9 bags, but again more than enough ears. And same for the little ones, more than enough ears. And I still gotta figure something out to do with that, but anyway, so many pieces to this March kit. Very exciting. So I did one of each, and then you know how I operate, I had to think about how else you can use your kit. So again, these are the projects, and I'm going to show you some cards that I came up with. So, you know I talk a lot about the note cards and envelopes. Stampin' Up carries Whisper White and Crumb Cake. You get whichever color, 20 cards and 20 envelopes for about $8 here in Canada. It's a super deal, and the cards are pre-cut and scored, so you don't need anything extra, and they measure 3.5 by 5, so they're a nice little size to work with, and I recommend them all the time to my customers, and especially my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, because when you get a kit you can do other things like this one, for example. Excuse me. I just you know, this simple little design, I added some faux stitching with a black pen. I pulled the twine apart, and so if you didn't know, this is not the super thick twine, but thick enough, and if you just start playing with it, it unravels. So that's how I got this different look with the twine. I thought it was fun. The Happy Birthday is not part of the stamp set, although you do get a pretty awesome stamp set here. Sentiments for spring and Easter, but also for friendship. And I thought that was very great. You'll see some samples later on which don't focus on spring or Easter. But this Happy Birthday I just hand wrote on one of the little banners that you get. So there's card number 1. Card number 2, this is the Whisper White envelope. So pulling the twine apart on that first card, I came up with this rainbow idea. I guess it was the 3 colors you got, and I started making this cards in my open studio yesterday, and some of the ladies thought I was a little nuts because I like to do these very tedious things. But I really liked the way this one turned out. I just stamped the happy part 3 times on the little banners and cut that out. So this could be another birthday card, or you know, thinking of you, thank you, something like that. Just a very general card, and I really like the fun texture that twine gives on this card. Then I started looking at the stamp set again. So here it is. you get so many different pieces. You get 3 different face pieces, 2 different eye pieces, whiskers, you get this little bow tie, some eggs, several different sentiments, and 2 types of ears. And because you get all these individual pieces, I started looking at how you can create, you know, backgrounds and stuff like that. And you can see here, I used the eyeballs to create kind of this fun textured look there. So I just kept stamping, you know, the eyes on a piece of paper to get a look there. And then I started looking at some of these other images. So here you can create these little circles here just by, you know, moving the whisker parts around. This scalloped or little design here are the closed eyes, and they fit. Like if you stamp, they're attached, the 2 eyes. So if you stamp that, then you move it over a smidge, and you know, you'll fit another eye in between the 2, and the other one would go there, and you just get this pattern. And this is the other design I came up with using this mouthpiece here, and just stamping that several times, and you get kind of this cool look. And so similar to this first card here, you know, I thought you could just create some fun designs here to create a nice blank card. You can just pop those up on top of a card. These are 1.5 inch squares. Or then I started playing around and, you know, I don't know, kind of a mandala look or wreath type look. And to do this, so if you just kept these images and you just stamped that circle, and then to get a bigger circle, I punched out a 2-inch piece of scrap, and I placed that over top, and then I just, you know, stamped around with that one. And the eggs, of course, you're going to need different, I use different colors here, but if you've been subscribing for a couple months, you'd have a few different colors. And, you know, Paper Pumpkin, they promise within a 12-month period that they don't repeat the colors. So you start to build up your ink colors. Or if you have inks, you know, if you have some craft supplies lying around, you know, you use different colors. And I've talked about this before too, photopolymer or clear stamps, don't be afraid to cut them apart. So this is a 3-egg, it was 1 stamp together, but I just sliced them apart here. So you don't cut out the actual image, you just cut in between the images. So you can use them individually, or then they're also easy enough to butt up against each other if you want to stamp them all together. So I do that sometimes too with sentiments. If you cut apart, for instance, happy and Easter, you know, you can more easily use the happy or the Easter and that sort of thing. So when you get stamps, take a look at that sort of thing as well. So then, after I was playing around with different textures and backgrounds, I was looking at this image here, this ear. And to me, that looked like a flower petal. So that's what I did here on this card. So other than the note cards and envelopes, I used our watercolor pencils. Really awesome. They color so nicely. And I just colored right on top of the note card here. And then I used one of the blender pens and I just blended the colors together. So just quickly colored it in and blended some of the colors and made a couple flowers. And the centers here, I cut one of the pom-poms in half. And so it's more flat. I don't know if you can tell there, but yeah, there. So it's not this big ball on your card. You get more of a flat look, but it gives a fun little texture there. That's the next card. Let's see. So again, using a couple of extra little pieces, I used the sprinkles embellishments here from the Occasions catalog. They're just so fun. You get little pearls and different shapes in there. So you know where I'm going with this. I created a shaker card. I saw, so one of the note cards you get here, you get, you know, this little piece. This is the front. So I cut out this square, which gave me the box. And here's the score line, and I cut 1/2 inch more there to get my shaker piece. I stamped the bunny on the window sheet in white Stays On, and I stamped the Easter eggs on the background. And I don't know if you can tell here, oh there at the bottom you can see I stamped them in the white, but then you can go ahead with your pencil crayons here and color in certain images. So this is on the crumb cake note card. And I just chose a couple different eggs to color in, and you get this fun shaker card with the bunny stamped on top. And yeah, so I can show you quickly here. I stamped a couple of the eggs on the crumb cake. And if you just take your pencils and color, sorry, I try not to shake the camera, but if you just color those in, you still get that vibrant color, and you know exactly where to color. And let's see, can you see it there? Yeah. So that's how I got that look on the card. It's really fun. And the twine, I just took the 3 colors and frayed it again and got that fun, happy little look. Shaker cards make me happy. I thought this is so cute. So the last 2 cards, I'll show you one more using the stamp set, and then I brought out another stamp set just to an idea popped into my head. Anyway, you've probably heard me talk about this tissue paper too that always comes in every kit, because your kits come nicely wrapped in a box. And this tissue paper is like gold. I've done so many different projects with it over the years, and I'm going to show you this. I think I've showed you cards with this technique on it before. So I've used the tissue paper on top of the card, and it gives it this really fun textured look. And with a couple of extra pieces of paper, I stamped out a 1 3/8 circle, punched out a 1 3/8 circle to get the bunny face and the ears. And then I used one of the solid colored Easter eggs and stamped off to get his little paws here to hold this sign. The whiskers I stamped in green and got grass at the bottom. And these eggs, I used the basic gray that you get in the kit, the ink, and I stamped it on top of one of the cards. I had a little piece of scrap here. So I just stamped it right on top of this card, so you get a little bit of the orange with the gray on top. And these stickers, of course, come in the kit, and they're meant to fit in the bigger ears, but I'll just show you a little trick here how to get it perfectly fit if you want to use the folded ears. So I don't know if you can see, but I just stamped that folded ear right on top of that piece there. So then I just cut, knew exactly where to cut out, and then it looks like it was just meant to be, like it came that way. But that was my little trick there. So this is a really fun and easy look to do. And if you're not familiar with this technique, what you do is you cut a piece of tissue paper that's bigger than your card. You're able to stamp on the tissue paper. So if you want, I'll show you on the next card, the last card that I have. I did a little bit of stamping, but if you want to stamp, you would stamp on it first, and then you crinkle it all up, and over your surface we don't sell glue sticks anymore, but this Stampin' Up glue stick, and you would, not on the tissue paper, you cover your entire surface that you're laying the tissue paper on in a glue stick. Don't use any other glue, you need to use a glue stick. And then you lay it over, and you want to make sure that it covers the area, but you don't want to get rid of the wrinkles, because that's what gives it the fun texture. So then when you cover your area and you start to push it down, and then some of these wrinkles stay, and it's just really fun. And you get a whole bunch of this tissue paper. You can make a bunch of cards just with that texture on it. I think it's so fun. And you get it for free. Okay, and then the last card, I really thought out of the box with these Easter eggs here. And I thought, oh, they don't need to be Easter eggs. They could be, let's say, dinosaur eggs. So I used this No Bones About It stamp set from Stampin' Up. in with the tissue paper technique again, and I created this dinosaur card. So I used the crumb cake, note cards and envelopes, and I don't know if you can see, but I stamped the fossil images here. A couple of the fossil images I stamped directly onto the crumb cake note card, and then I stamped my now dinosaur eggs. I stamped those on top of the tissue paper, crumpled it all up, and glued it to the card. So I was going for this kind of, you know, new growth, new dinosaurs being hatched, and the dead dinosaurs are all fossilized underneath the earth is what I was going for. But it just gives it a fun texture, I thought. And just with a couple of extra pieces of paper and the twine from the kit, I just used the Easter eggs and turned them into dinosaur eggs. So I just wanted to show you that card. Anyway, I hope you liked these samples using March 2017 kit. I'm going to have still photos of them up on my blog, and you can find the link in all my social media sites, or if you just search Hofkissed there in Google, you'll find them. And I'm gonna probably have that up there tomorrow. So if you have any questions, never hesitate to contact me. If you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, there's a deal going on right now during celebration until March 31st. A 3-month subscription is on sale, $5 off. It's $74 for 3 months. That includes your shipping. Tax will be on top of that. And April's kit is designed by Stampin' Up CEO Sarah Douglas, and it's going to be very exciting. She dropped a hint on her Facebook Live video the other day that she used one of the new in colors that won't be available until June, and she's including a free gift. So on top of your box, your kit that she designed, there's going to be a free gift in there for everybody, separate from the Paper Pumpkin kit. So you need to subscribe by April 10th if you want to receive that kit. And they've only done a couple of free gifts in the past 4 years that they've been doing Paper Pumpkin, and they've been really great. So I'm excited to see what that is. And if you'd like to subscribe, please contact me. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these projects. Take care. Bye.